Okay, the next part is I'm going to put the front glass on with the doors. And the doors will go in, there's a little hole up the top on both ends, and I've got a peg on it, so what you've got to do is actually put the two doors on like so and put them in the holes. Then the bottom will also have holes for the pegs as well, which, if you can see, it might be a bit hard, but every store's got a hole. Now the only way I can work out how to do this is I've got to put the doors on at the same time, otherwise I can't get them in. And also what I do is I put a drill bit in the hole just to make sure I can, or the peg will fit in the hole nicely. So I just drill it a little bit out. So this looks like it's going to be the fun bit. Then it will go on like so. But as I said, I've got to put the doors on first, so I've got to glue this, put the doors on, and then place the doors in the holes. And the top of the window has actually a groove for the two frames to hold it in place. So I'll go and glue it and we'll see how we go. So I'm going to glue the first one, and these are pretty flimsy. And the only problem is I don't want to get glue on the doors. So that's the glue part done. And also these doors will have little grooves to cover the rail, so you'll see where half of it's wider than the other side, so you've got to put these on the right side too. So let's try it. So the first one's got to go in the groove and the peg. And I've got to put it in sorry about the hands, guys, but and that's what she'll look like. So I'll let that sit and dry. We'll see what she looks like. Now I'm going to try and do the second one. I've pre-glued it already. So I'll let that one dry. Now I'm going to try and do this first window. And because of that frame I've put up against the wall, this will be a bit trickier. Which is more trickier than I thought. But it's in. So I'll let that one dry. And just another one, guys, as well. And also some of these doors are a bit warped, but it will be just part of weathering of the weather. And also on some of these doors I've lost the peg, so it's going to make some of the doors look like they're falling off, which will have to be part of the scene. Okay, now all the front windows and doors are in, except for obviously that last one, which will probably be the next job. So, turned out better than I thought. Now the last piece I've got to do on the roundhouse is me frame on that last wall, which I have to make. So what I'm using is 4.8mm by 4.8mm square tubing. Now I've cut it all, and this is what she's going to look like. So that's what she looks like all cut up. So now all I've got to do is paint it, and then I can glue it in place, and that way I can put the last windows in on the roundhouse. So I'll go ahead and paint it the same colour as previously. Now the frame is all painted now, which is satin espresso. So now I have to wait for it to dry. Okay, now the framework's all been painted. The next thing I've got to, before I glue, is I have notches where this slides onto the side of the wall. Now I've got to cut them off in this case. So I've got to cut them level, because when I wire this up, the wires actually will come through the tube down the bottom of the layout. But I'll show you that in another video. So now I'm just going to take the notches out and then glue it all in place, and then I'll be able to put it on. Now all the notches have been cut out or cut down, and as you can see, I'll just try and explain what I'm trying to do. Now where the notches go, or used to go, that you'll see it, there's a hole there now, so that's for the wire that goes into the frame, then out under the layout. So that's why I had to do that. So as you can see, they're all gone. So now I'll go and glue the frame on. Okay, now I'm about to glue this wall on, so she'll end up sitting like so, but all I've got to do is glue the bottom lip and the side, and then she'll be finished. So I'll just pre-glue it, and then I'll show you what it's going to look like. Okay, she's all glued. And I'll just let that dry. Okay, I'm just going to put the last big back window on. So all the back windows are now finished. The centre window. And also the last door's now in. Okay guys, sort of the last piece of this puzzle is I've got to put in the filler pieces. So the filler pieces are the ones that go in on top. But there's also a special way to put them on. Like on this, you'll have a beveled end, if you can see it, which will go to this end. And then the end piece will fit under that beveled end. And also on the uprights has a foundation block on the bottom, so you sort of got to make sure you put that in the right spot, and that will go on like so. So I'll just glue them all and show you what it looks like at the end. Okay, all the filler pieces are now glued down. And the other side. Okay, the next part, I'm doing the roof beams for the roofs. Now I'm just using balsa wood, which is 6.5 millimeters by 6.5, and all I'm doing is using a little hand saw and then like so. Now this balsa wood's really easy to cut. So that's how I'm cutting them to get the effect that I want, which I will show you. So that's what it will look like unpainted. But all these will be getting super glued down. And I've just got a few more to cut. Then I'll glue them and paint them. Okay, now I'm going to glue with super glue the roof beams. Just got to make sure I don't get the glue on my fingers. Just like that. So I'll carry on and glue them all, and I'll show you the outcome. Okay, I'm going to paint the roof beams a satin ivory silk. The same as what I've been using on the other models. And we'll let that dry. Just another lot of the roof beams with the smokestacks. Just a shot of the back with the whole roof on now. And the front. So I'll call this one a wrap, but the next part will be on wiring. And just a shot with the doors all open. As you can see, this door is one of the ones with the broken pegs. It can close okay, but when you try and open it up, it just wants to sort of fall out. But I'll figure something out for that anyway.